Sachin, JKS haritasH, member FICCI National Logistics Committee. He's also the director of JKS Shakti. Let's get an industry perspective there. Sachin ji, you're already smiling at that. I know you went to the university, you interacted with the students, you also gave a lecture there. Two things that the industry always use. One, that we do not have trained manpower. And the second thing, of course, logistics costs that we're looking at. We are trying to aim to cut it down to 8% of the GDP, the logistics cost. The fact that we have a Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya now. Help me understand the industry's perspective and, of course, your experience of interacting with the students there.
And 16 ministries are working to bring this as a success, Gati Shakti. And I would like to thanks to our Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi ji, taking this initiative and bringing so many ministries, joining them together and to work for the one government. And we can see that even in the organization, it's very tough to bring so many departments with a one vision. And that's what we have seen in multiple levels, that government, the way they have worked, they have brought the policies, and that has helped the industry and new entrepreneurs to work and to grow the economy. So as you have said that as a professional manpowers, India being from last 6 to 8 years since the e-commerce has robbed in the India, that has pushed a lot to the logistics sector.
Yes.
And as from the industry, we as Chetak Group, our father, Mr. JK Sharma, has started multi-modal transportation way back in 1982. So we were using the railways, we were using the roads, warehousing, last mile, and I can correlate that what kind of challenge he might have faced at that point of time in bringing the documentation, flow of material. Physical flow of material we were doing, but the information flow was not there. By bringing these 16 ministries, so many departments, the flow of information, which is the key right now to take right decisions, that what we started getting. The data, the APIs, which we can have the access from the government, is reasonably transparent and a quickest way of information. By that we can do the statistical analysis and again we can take decisions. As Gati Shakti University in Barodara, so I was physically over there with our director, Mr. Arun Arora, so he had a lecture over there on the communication skills. And there I also interacted with the students, and it was very pleasant that they can correlate all modes of transport rather than only the railways. Previously it was used to be National Railway and Transport Institute, but now it's Gati Shakti University.
Right.
So they can understand that what industry require. And we as an industry during COVID, I will say that COVID becomes a blessing in disguise for the logistics sector. Now almost all the documentation in the road transport is being done through online. So we don't have to go physically. That is a very big change. Similarly, in the warehousing Development Authority has brought so many improvements, made so many regulations which are very smooth, paperless.
Right.
Again, we have doing the rail transportation, and now we will be applying for a license for the rail operator. And in that, we thought that we'll go to the ministry, we'll approach, and we asked for the interview. And you can't imagine that the director level person is started doing the follow-ups from us that when you are coming.
Okay.
So that kind of a response is coming. So we also get enthusiastic to approach to the government, and we are seeing the ways the government is opening up. Previously it was not there. The railway freight has increased. The kind of ecosystem we got during the COVID from the railway ministry to send goods through train, which was never being seen. Labor problems at the railway station, when you go as a passenger, we go as to book the material, we don't face now.
Right.
So all these things coming together, I am very much sure that the government initiative to reduce the cost, which will make our products cheaper at low cost, make us more competitive. We can increase our forex reserves by exporting. And the most important is the ports. At ports, there are so many documentation. To fill one consignment, we need almost 40 to 50 documents for the export consignment. And there are repetitions of same fields. But with the APIs, the government is made digitalized all the different agencies and brought all the data at the same common portal. Over there, we can now track the containers. We can get to know that how many containers are at which destination so that I can reach out. So it's the information.
Right.
Now in India, there was a report of Mr. G. Raghuram. He's the principal advisor of Gati Shakti University. So in his report, there was 8% to 9% is the transportation cost, and rest cost is the inventory cost.
Exactly. Right.
The time which we spend at the highways, on the road, on the toll, on the ports, that time if we'll reduce, then we become more competitive and
Absolutely.
increase exports.
The focus, of course, is on being competitive in the global arcade and also